Good morning. Good morning. All right. Perfecto. We are live. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning, everyone. Blessed high rising. We are in morning flow. It is Friday, May 23rd. Feeling good, just waking up. A little bit of a slower start this morning. And so I think it's always important to, again, go with the flow, right? So whether you are just waking up or still half asleep, right? We are approaching the end of our week. We're at Friday. And so, as we are at Friday, we are going to finish out the week strong with our morning flow, setting our intentions not only for today, but also for the weekend. So, welcome in, welcome in. Let me switch that banner out. So, welcome in, Lauren. Welcome in, welcome in. I'm your host, Dr. Erica Steele, board certified naturopathic doctor. I hold 7 degrees in my field, all in the natural healthcare space. And this is Morning Flow. We do 15 minutes of movement, 15 minutes of meditation, 15 minutes of intentional journaling and kind of day planning, affirmation, and then 15 minutes of planning our meals with our day. So we are going to go ahead and get started. So welcome in, welcome in. Good morning as we start our movement. Big inhale and exhale. Big inhale and exhale. Big inhale and exhale. Big inhale and exhale. Big inhale. Go ahead and hold your arms up. Nice reach. Go ahead and reach up, reach up, reach up. Nice relaxation. And then go ahead and extend out, almost like you're reaching as far as you can. Hey, Jean, go ahead and big breath. Nice and tall, nice and tall, nice and tall. Very good. And now we're going to begin and down for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Go ahead and tiny circles to the front for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Tiny circles to the back. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. I'm going to go ahead and move back just a little bit. We're going to come forward for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Go ahead and put your fist where they are palm facing down, and we're going to pull back for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Go ahead and change it up where we're going to punch upward to the sky for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Go ahead and hold your arms up nice and straight. We're going to go wall slide, so palms facing outward. Wall slide down and pinch at the bottom. Back up to the top. Wall slide down, pinch at the bottom. Back up to the top. Wall slide down, pinch at the bottom, back up to the top. Wall slide down, pinch at the bottom, back up to the top. Wall slide down, pinch at the bottom, back to the top. Wall slide down, pinch at the bottom, back to the top. 2 more times. Go ahead, pinch all the way down to the bottom, back to the top, pinch all the way down to the bottom, at the top. Very good. All right. Awesome. Now we're going to bring our focus to our abdomen. So I like to do our abdomen from a seated position because when we do all these sit-ups and all the things, all it does is build bulk in our midsection, in our abs, and we don't want that. We want trim, we want fit, we want in. So here we go. We're going to go ahead and sit all the way up, sit nice and tall. Imagine that there is a zipper at the very base of your spine, pulling you up, pulling you up, pulling you up. Button your belly button to your spine. Imagine that there is a corset that's wrapped around that midsection. Again, pulling you in, pulling you in, pulling you in, and holding for 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Very good. Go ahead and relax. We're going to start again 4 more times. Go ahead and grab that little imaginary zipper. Zip your belly button up, zip your spine up. Imagine that your belly button is tacked down to your spine. Imagining that there is a corset wrapped around your midsection. Again, pulling you in, pulling you in, pulling you in, and holding for 1. Morning Zen, 2. Morning Mimi, 3, 4, and 5. Very good. Go ahead and release 2 more times. Go and grab that zipper, zip it on up, and as you zip up, make sure that you pull up, supporting that low back, belly button to the spine. Imagine that corset wrapped around, and remember to pull yourself in, pull yourself in, pull yourself in, and hold for 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Very good. Go ahead and release and relax. Grab that zipper one last time. Go ahead and zip your midsection up. Button that belly button to the spine. Imagine that corset wrapped around, pulling you in, pulling you in, pulling you in, and holding for 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Very good. Now we're going to go from our seated to our standing posture. With our standing posture, we are also going to do kind of a leg series. So we're going to do single squat, then we'll do we'll do a kind of a traditional squat rather, then we'll do single leg squat both sides, then we'll come back and we'll do more of a sumo squat, and then we'll see what else we get into. All right, so first things first, we want to transition from that seating position to that standing position. How we're going to do that is intentionally, so we're not just kind of haphazardly standing up, but we're rather doing it with intention and focus and really bringing our bodies involved in all of it, right? Our bodies, our minds, our spirits, everything. All right, imagine that there's a piece of string on your chest that's going to pull you up. And so as you begin to stand up, you're going to activate your heels, your calves, your knees, your quads, your hams, your glutes, and of course, you're going to build that stability around your midsection. So let me pull it out. Feet are going to be about hip width apart. Imagine that string pulling you up. Pull yourself up, and as you come up, really contract everything, bring everything up, feel everything, not just kind of haphazard standing, right? Okay, so now as we are standing, remember keeping our abs nice and in. We're going to have that zipper up, buttoning that belly button to the spine. Imagine that corset as we're going to come down into our squat for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Go ahead and come down. Tiny pulses here. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Come back up. Very good. Now we're going to do split squat. So bring your left foot forward, right foot is going to be back. Make sure that your hips are shimmied forward. Don't kind of go off to the side. Make sure they're nice and square to the front. Making sure that also too that your knee doesn't go past your chest. Go ahead and come down. We're going to come down for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Very good. Go ahead and bring your feet together. Left foot is going to be back this time. Right foot in the front. Get yourself in a nice sturdy position, and we're going to come down for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Very good. Bring both of your feet together. Nice wide stance, sumo squat. So bring your feet so that they're facing out. Remember, your knees aren't going to go past your knees aren't going to go past your feet. But we're going to come down. Big inhale. And exhale for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Go ahead and hold it down. Tiny circles or not tiny circles, tiny pulses. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Back up to the top. Bringing your feet back to the center. Up, down with the calf. Up, down, up, down, up, down. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Very good. Circle, circle, circle with the left foot. Circle, circle, circle with the right foot. Now we're going to bring all of that energy into that right foot. Left foot going to be on the toes. Left arm up. We're going to do a side crunch for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Very good. Other side. Go ahead and switch sides. Arm up for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Very good. Bring it back to the center. Big inhale. Exhale, relax. Big inhale. Exhale, relax. Big inhale. Go ahead and hinge forward at that 90-degree mark. Holding it down, 90 degrees. Exhaling, folding forward into the hamstrings, and then drawing yourself back up, vertebra by vertebra. Big inhale. Exhale, go to that 90 degrees. Exhale down even farther. And roll back up. Big inhale. Exhale, hinge forward. Exhale even more. And roll back up to the top. Very good. Shake it on out. Good morning, roller girl. Hey, Crystal from Vegas. Awesome. So we shake it all out. Nice big inhale. And exhale, release. Wonderful. That felt so good. I love movement. Movement feels amazing, especially first thing in the morning. You know, you've been sleeping and cuddling up. Hopefully everybody had a good sleep. I know I did. So And if you're not having a good sleep, there may be some reasons why. So maybe we'll talk about that later. So, all right, we finished our movements. Now we're going to move into our meditation. First things first, we're going to kind of slow everything down with utilizing our breath of fire. No, slowing things down with breath of fire. We're going to start with breath of fire as it kind of re-regulates and brings lots of energy in. If you're not familiar with breath of fire, it's going to be short breaths in and out through your nose. You're going to use your abdomen as a pump. Kind of looks like this, right? As your belly is your pumper, bringing all that oxygen, bringing all that energy up into your head. Make sure that your nose is nice and clear. So you may want to clear that out for a couple minutes. Big inhale, exhale, big inhale, exhale, big inhale, and begin. Keep it going. You're doing great. One more minute. Great to see you too. Great to be with you too, Roller Girl. Very good. Big inhale all the way to the top. Hold that inhale at the top. Release out nice and slow. Hopefully that was almost 3 minutes. Hey, melanated, almost 3 minutes of breath of fire should be around about. And so what we're trying to do with that breath of fire again is bring all that Kundalini energy and that breath all the way up to your head, in your body. So it's really designed to, wake you up and get your blood flow going, especially after we moved our bodies. Naturally, we're going to have even additional, benefits from that. So, all right, so now we're going to do some alternate nostril breathing. Now that we kind of have begun with, thank you for the likes, with, breath of fire, where we're bringing in all that energy and all of that breath. So now we're going to do alternate nostril breathing. So again, make sure that your nostrils are nice and clear. And so what we're going to do is we're going to close the right, inhale through the left, close the left, exhale out through the right, inhale through the right, close the right, exhale through the left, inhale through the left, close the left, exhale out through the right, inhale right, close the right, exhale to the left, inhale left, close left, exhale right. And we're going to do this alternation for about 3 minutes. So we're going to go ahead and begin. after we kind of sped things up with our breath of fire, we're going to cool things down with this breath. Last 30 seconds. All right, and release. Good job. So we got hey Tata kisses. So we got our alternate nostril breathing out there. So a nice cooling breath really helps you to relax and be still. Okay, so now we're going to move into our Sakriya. I'm going to tuning us into higher self. So I'll start that. But then immediately after, we're going to go into Sakriya. So if you're not familiar, Kundalini Yoga, it really uses neuroscience because it's using mudra, which is hand position, breath, which will do all kinds of different breaths, and then mantra, which is kind of the words that we say that has, lots of ancient meaning. So our mantra for this one is going to be Sat Nam. So Satnam, truth is my identity. Identity is my truth. Mudra, your hands are going to be in a steeple. If you are feminine presenting, left thumb under over right. Masculine presenting, right thumb over left. And so you're going to go up into that steeple. Inhale up. And as you inhale up, you're going to say Sat. And then grab your root lock, which is your rectum, your sex organs, belly button to your spine. So you're going to contract everything, go up to Sat, and exhale down Nam. Sat, Nam. Eye gaze is going to be closed, looking at the third eye. That's our first Kriya that we're going to do. And then we're going to follow that with our prosperity Kriya. Mudra for that is going to be just striking like this. Eye gaze is going to be closed, 10% slit, looking at the tip of the nose. And we're going to go har, 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 har. So har is our mantra for our second meditation of our Kriya. All right, so I'm going to tune us in using the Sanskrit Ong Namo Guru De Namo. So that opens us up to higher self, our higher self. So totally safe. All right, here we go. Big inhale. Ong Namo Guru De Namo. Ong Namo Guru De Namo. Ong Namo Guru De Namo. Now we're all tuned in. Sat Kriya, go ahead and bring your hands up into that steeple, left or right, right or left, depending on you. Big inhale. Sat. Root lock, grab your root lock, rectum, sex organs, belly button to your spine. Exhale out, Nam. Sat, Nam. Sat, Nam. Eye gaze is going to be looking at the third eye. Keep it up. We'll keep it up for 3 minutes. I'll keep the time for us. Sat, Nam. 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 Sat, 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 Nam. 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 Very good. About a minute left. Sat, Nam. Sat, Nam. Sat, Nam. Sat, Nam. Sat, no. Set, no. Set, no. Set, no. Set, no. Set, no. 30 seconds. Set, no. Set, no. Set, no. Set, no. Set, no. Set, no. Set, go ahead and hold that root lock, rectum, sex organs, belly button to your spine, holding it nice and tight at the top, reaching your arms up, 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 up. Exhale out, inhale. Go ahead and pull yourself tight. Hold that breath. Exhale out slowly. Inhale. Go ahead and pull yourself nice and tight. And then finally, release your arms and exhale out. Very, very good. Har. Yes. So let's see. So it's har. There we go. So har. So HAR, har. So heart, 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 right? And so your belly is going to be a pumper for that heart, 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 heart. And it kind of comes from the back of your throat. Heart, 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 right? All right, so now we're going to work into our prosperity meditation. And this one, again, eye is going to be closed, 10% slit, looking at the tip of the nose. And you're going to just go ahead and strike your hands just like this. Heart, 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 right? So go ahead and begin. We're going to inhale first. Heart, 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 heart. About a minute left. Keep it going. Remember, eye gaze is going to be towards your nose, and then your hearts are going to really pull that belly button in. Personal power using your solar plexus like a pump to force all that Kundalini energy up into your heart chakra, your throat chakra, your third eye, and then finally out of your crown, bringing in all the abundance, all the security, all the stability and support you've been asking for. Continue in. Last 15 seconds or so. Keep it going. Heart, 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 heart. One more 15 seconds. Heart, 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 heart. Big breath all the way to the top. Hold that breath at the top. Bring your hands into a little cup. visualizing all of the blessings coming towards you, all of the energy, the abundance, the prosperity, the support, the love, the grace, all the good things coming towards you. Big inhale and exhale, release. Good job. Welcome in, welcome in. Okay, perfect. So we got our meditation completed. So, really exciting there. So, now we're going to go into our day planning. Hey, comrade, good to see you. We're going to go into our day planning. So, what does our day planning look like? What we're going to do is we're just going to first grab our journals and just data dump anything that's on our brain, anything that kind of came up in our meditation, anything that we've just kind of been thinking about or has been kind of circling around our brain. So just take a few minutes to go ahead and add that in, right? So adding that in, journaling that out, anything that's on your mind. We'll do that for a couple more minutes. It's really important just to get, things out of your head. Your mind is really made for short-term energy. It's short-term decision making. It's not meant to be kind of this storage, massive storage unit, but so many of us use it as our massive storage unit, and we hold on and we hold on and we hold on, and then our bodies get all contracted because feelings buried alive never die, they just multiply. And so we have all these feelings and we just bury them and bury them and bury them and bury them. Thank you for the follow. And bury them and bury them. So instead of burying them, we're going to bring them up, we're going to bring them out, we're going to kind of do almost like some mental and emotional hygiene every day, where we just take a few minutes and just dump out whatever's on our mind. It doesn't have to be right, doesn't have to be wrong. I tend to recommend you have a treasure journal where all of your manifestations, all the things you're trying to bring into your life go, and then your trash journal where all the negative things, all that, good morning, Jimmy, all the negative things, all the toxic things, all the weird things, all of that. Thank you for the follow. All of that goes into your trash journal. So just throwing out the trash. Hey, it might be. So throwing all the things out in the trash can. Yes, exactly. I'm feeling very blessed this morning. So throwing all the trashy things in. So anything that's negative, anything that doesn't serve us, anything we needed to say, anything that we needed to, work through, anything like that. We just kind of throw that all out, of that negativity. I'm not quite sure what you mean, Jimmy. So, oh yeah, I get it. Okay, yes, exactly. Turning your poison into medicine. Yes, I had to think about it. Maybe it's all that Kundalini energy in my head. So, all right. So now that you've taken a few minutes just to kind of floss, right, and let all your mindset kind of go. Now what we're going to do is think about the things we have to accomplish today. So what do you have to get completed today? What are your tasks that you need to work through? So that could be tasks you've been avoiding. That could be tasks that are absolutely today. That could be, meetings you have today, things that you need to, sort through, sift through, whatever that may be. Things maybe you didn't get accomplished yesterday or the day before. Remember, this is Friday. So Friday is like end of the week for most people. It is the end of my work week. And so, end of the week, kind of last little bit push before we relax in the weekend. We have a holiday weekend, which is so nice, for people that observe Memorial Day. So those people that, work for the man, so to speak, get a reprieve from the Monday. So we're about to go into this beautiful weekend, holiday weekend. So we want to make sure that we get everything that we need to get accomplished today. That way, when we're off, when the bell rings, at the strike of whenever, 6, 7, whenever you get off, you're able to fully relax and you're able to enjoy your long weekend if you have it. So go ahead and take a few minutes and just really think about what things you have to accomplish today. First things first, dump out the whole list of, oh, I didn't get this done, I didn't get that done, or I still need to get this accomplished, or I need to get that accomplished. So spend a couple minutes with that. And then as you're looking at that list, kind of look at that maybe the top 3, the top 5 things that you need to get accomplished. No more than top 3, top 5. We always have, I know I'm really big at this, like I always have in my mind like all the things I'm going to get accomplished, right? And it's always superhuman. Like it's always so many things, right? And then then reality sets in. Then my humanity sets in, because maybe I start on one task and then I get stuck, or I work on another task and I can't finish it, or life is always lifing with these things. So we try to have forgiveness and love with ourselves. We try to accept ourselves exactly as we are, not who and what we want to be. And so with that being said, go ahead and pull those 3 to 5 tasks that you're going to accomplish, jot them down, maybe put a star by them, whatever you need to do. And then take a few minutes and just look at all of those tasks. So take a few minutes and just observe the task you have to get completed. That notary is still on my task list. I still did not get it done. That's okay, right? But I honor myself and I look at myself for my avoidance, because I know I'm avoiding it for whatever reason. I don't even know. It's not even that big of a deal. I guess because I've done it like 3, 4, 5 times and they keep getting the paperwork wrong. And so it's like, so it's one of those things. So, there's this thing that we talk about, like getting off of it, right? So we get really kind of indignant and we get on things, right? Especially when there's injustices. I know if there's injustices for me, I'm like, I'm like, injustice, right? So we've got to be able to be fluid and allow life to life. We never know why things happen the way that they happen. God only knows, right? So we have to release our, wanting to control things, wanting to control outcomes, but more importantly, wanting to force things. We're going to learn how to pull our power back from anyone that we've given it to. We're going to take our power back and we're going to hold on to our power, and we're going to grow our power. And so instead of operating out of force, where we're forcing ourselves or forcing others or using manipulation or coercion or whatever our tools may be that we have learned in order to survive life, we're going to sit in our power. So as we're sitting in our power, we recognize, that maybe the timing is not right. We've got to be able to live in flow. One of the reasons why I created Morning Flow was to create a strong intention to start your day, creating a strong kind of momentum to go, okay, I'm going to start my day like this, and I'm going to stay in the flow throughout my day. What is the flow? We're talking about flow state, right? So we're optimized both mentally, emotionally, psychosocially, and spiritually. So we are fully connected. And what happens is then our tasks happen at ease. Then our life happens at ease. Then it just kind of unfolds and it's effortless and easy and loving and kind and all the things. So go ahead and, grab those tasks and look at them. We're going to now create an affirmation around these tasks. Hey, Chantel, create an affirmation. And thank you so much for the heart me around these tasks. What does that affirmation look like, right? So, depending on the task, right? So, things are happening easily and effortlessly. Everything is working out for me. I'm accomplishing this and so much more. Right, blessed high rising. We want to create an intention and affirmation, something for the day, almost like a mantra. We talk about all these mantras, from Kundalini. We did our Satnam, truth is my identity, and Har, which is our prosperity mantra. So we just want something nice and quick. So even if it's just, I've got this, I can do this, I'm going to make this happen, I'm unfolding this, whatever that may be, go ahead and choose an affirmation that represents your tasks, something that you're going to live into and you're going to experience and you're going to stay steadfast in as you accomplish your tasks for the day. So, as you take a few minutes with that, really honoring yourself, really loving yourself, really being with yourself, big inhale, All right, so now we're going to look at our task list, right? And we're going to visualize, we're going to close our eyes for a few minutes, and we're going to visualize, imagine, picture, and pretend with our logic, our voice, our reason, our very specific decision making, super windy today, that all of our tasks are completed. So, what I want you to do is I want you to go ahead and close your eyes, get comfortable, and visualize yourself completing your tasks. So, completing them one by one, and really get into the sensation of how you feel as these are getting checked off the list, as they're getting accomplished. Feel that sense of accomplishment, feel that sense of ease, feel the momentum as one task leads into the next, which leads into the next, right? So, as you're feeling that momentum, you're feeling that productivity, you're feeling that success, you're getting comfortable with success. If any negative thought patterns come in, just gently write them down in your trash journal because you want to get rid of those. Those are your negative belief systems, all structured around what you can't do, what you won't do, all those things. But we know that that's not true. So we're going to go ahead and visualize, imagine, picture, and pretend with our logic, our voice, our reason, our very keen and specific decision making that we're getting these tasks accomplished one by one with ease, with focus, with concentration. Things are getting knocked down off the list. And how do you feel about yourself? Acknowledging yourself. I got that done, and I got that done, and I'm doing this, and I'm doing that. Really don't forget just about the task, but also how you feel after the task. And then start to get in that momentum. That's getting done, and that's getting done, and that's getting done, and that's getting done. Until finally you're going to end out at the end of your day, right before your evening flow, and just congratulate yourself, honor yourself, protect yourself. Just spend a few minutes telling yourself, I'm proud of you. I love you. I'm grateful for you. You are a miracle. Very good. Big inhale. Now that we've gotten all of our tasks accomplished for our day, it's done, it's healed, it is accomplished now. Thank you, God, for coming to our aid and helping us attain the full measure of our creation. Praise God, for whom all blessings flow. We are so excited about our day, right? So now we're going to move into the last part of our class, which is actually planning our day. So I know what planning our day, we just did that. Well, we actually planned our productivity, our tasks that we're going to get completed for the day. So we visualize that because we want to really intend, right? So Esther Abram Hicks, if you're familiar with them, they did a practice called segment intending. This is kind of similar where you're going through and you're intending your day, you're intending what you want to feel, you're intending yourself, already projecting into the future that all the things are accomplished. This is a success building, it's confidence building, and it comes from within. So everything that we're doing really comes from within. I've been an entrepreneur my entire life. I opened my first company at 17. And so let me tell you what, I have learned so much about, making sure that I have to come back into self and reset self, right? Because if I don't reset self, if I don't, come into myself every single day, then I'm not going to get the results that I want. If you are an entrepreneur or even an aspiring entrepreneur or even just a professional, this is what it requires. This is what the work looks like. Thank you so much for the popular. This is what it takes. It's a reset every single day because I know from my years of entrepreneurship, some days it's like, oh my God, this is the most amazing thing ever. And other days it's like, oh my God, what did I do? Because you're always learning, you're always growing, you're always expanding, you're always figuring it out. So we want to do this in flow. We don't want to force, we don't want to have to, you're so welcome. We don't want to have to, keep pushing too hard and really not using our energy well. So, this is all about conserving our energy, optimizing our energy, and of course, being in flow. So, last part now, we're going to plan our day. So, grab your schedule out, whatever that may look like, a paper schedule, a digital schedule, whatever works for you, a mental schedule if you're like with all of it. And so, go ahead and plan your day. But the first things we're going to do as we're going to plan our day is we're going to prioritize our water. Remember, we want half our body weight in ounces in water every single day. We want to hydrate ourselves. Yes, exactly. We want to hydrate ourselves really, really well. So sometimes when we're avoiding ourselves, when we're avoiding our emotions, when we're avoiding dealing, we tend to forget to drink water, right? Our subconscious mind doesn't cue ourselves to drink water. So as we begin to drink water, it begins to move those emotions, because emotions are just energy in motion, and so when we start to put fluid to them, now they start to move. And so that's a lot of times why people want to be dehydrated. So we're going to plan how we're going to get our half our body weight in ounces in water every single day. So for me, it's about 75 ounces of water per day. I typically will do two 32-ounce containers. They feel pretty good in my hand. Sometimes I'll do 24, but I'll have to do four if I do four 24s. And I just want to be able to grab my bottle and go. So the more efficient it all is, the better. I also will leave my water sitting out somewhere so I can see it. Obviously, when I'm working with patients, I'm not talking some of the time, so I'm drinking while my patient is talking. And I've just set up those cues. That's called habit stacking. So when we are trying to create a new habit, it's easier to stack it onto a habit that you already have. So, if, for instance, with myself, I am a very visual person. So, having it out somewhere, and then while I am doing whatever it is that I'm doing, where I don't necessarily need to be talking or moving my mouth, that's when I'm going to be drinking and using. So, I've got my two 32-ounce containers. Configure whatever your water needs to be for you, and create a plan of how much water you're going to drink for the day. Set that intention already at the beginning of the day. Now we're going to move into our food. So as we move into our food, we're going to move into making sure that we have adequate amounts of protein. We're going to start our meal planning with our protein. So what protein source are you going to use? Breakfast, lunch, dinner, and snack. Breakfast proteins kind of include, you can do egg whites, you can do protein powders, you can do, let's see, what are some other ones? I actually do oatmeal with my protein in it. So you can do protein powder in your oatmeal. You can do protein powder in, let's say, a waffle, in a pancake. That way you have that protein and that complex carb. So you've got that going. You can do egg whites. You can do an egg white bowl. You can do an egg white omelet. Why do we do egg whites? Because the yolk actually has more of the fat in it. So we don't necessarily need the excess fat, especially if you're trying to trim down and lean down. So 2 whites to 1 yolk ratio for that. So kind of to figure out what is it that you're going to eat. On the East Coast, it's about 7 o'clock. And so what is it that you're going to eat for your breakfast for the day? Kind of make that decision. I'm going to have my lovely staple of oatmeal with protein powder in it, and probably a piece of fruit like a banana, something with that. And then what am I going to have for my lunch and my dinner? Typically, my lunch and my dinner are very similar. So, in order of from lean protein sources, highest to lowest: 4-ounce chicken breast, 4-ounce turkey breast, piece of white fish, 1 cup of quinoa, 1 cup of lentils, 1 cup of black beans, 1 cup of kidney beans, those sorts of things. So if you want to start with your protein source, whatever that may be. So I just listed those out for you. I'm going to choose a little bit of fish. So a piece of white fish has about 20 grams of protein in it. So I'll tend to do 1 or 2 pieces of fish kind of mixed in, making sure that, hey, Chrissy, mixed in to all of my, veggies. Also, to really make sure that you prioritize your vegetables. So you've got your protein, selecting your protein out, and then select out your veg, whatever veg may be. I recommend you choose your green veg, so your broccoli, your peas, your spinach, your kale, your collards, those sorts of things. Why? Because it has chlorophyll, it has oxygen in it. It's going to help keep you alive, keep you awake, keep you alert. Where all the greenery is very alkaline, your protein source typically is going to be more acidic. So you would also want to pair that with, yes, I love that too. You do nice cauliflower rice, cauliflower mash, cauliflower pizza. There's so many different diverse things that you can do with cauliflower. Um, and so, as we have more of our protein is more acidic, our veg is going to be more alkaline, trying to keep that metabolic pH in balance. If you are going to have, a little bit more acidity, make sure that you have a cup of ginger tea just to be able to help soothe and keep that acidity down. So select what you're going to have for your lunch, for your dinner. And remember, you can take these ingredients and do pretty much anything with them. You can create a salad with them. You can create a bowl, which is kind of like a Chipotle bowl or something like that. You can create a wrap with a gluten-free wrap or even with just a piece of lettuce. I used to do cauliflower wraps that were not cauliflower wraps for Lordy. My brain is on cauliflower. I used to do collard wraps, which were really good when I had my raw food cafe. They were absolutely delicious. Hey, Tim. And so nice, fresh taste with some dipping sauce. So good. You can do a wrap. You can do a stir fry. So you just kind of stir fry it on the skillet with a little bit of either extra virgin olive oil, or you can do some avocado oil, which doesn't oxidize as much. So good to know with that. Let's see. You can also do a soup or a stew in like a veggie broth, or even a bone broth that has great benefits. That really helps too if your stomach is not quite feeling well, or you need to jumpstart your metabolism. Soups can be really helpful for that. That sounds yummy. Hey, smart kid, I may do a soup for this weekend, right? So we've got the salad, we've got the bowl, we've got the wrap, we've got the stir fry, we have the soup or stew, and I think that covers most of kind of those choices. And then what we're going to do is we're going to use herbs to really help kind of finish our meal. So I tend to like cumin or coriander or turmeric. Those are all really helpful for digestive system, but also helpful for lowering inflammation. So I like those, but that can be a real kind of gritty, earthy taste. If you're not really into that gritty, earthy taste, you may want more of a sweet kind of taste. Sweet flavors are going to be with like cinnamon or honey, or even a little bit of grade B maple syrup. And then kind of your savory, we'll use maybe like some tahini with some Bragg's coconut aminos, etc. So those are all really good options for you to do with that. So kind of decide how it is, what it is that you want to eat for the day. Put that plan in place. I tend to prep one day in advance, so I don't do a week prep, because usually I found that if I prep for the week, by Wednesday I'm throwing everything out and ordering food. So decide what you want for today: breakfast, lunch, dinner, 2 snacks for the day. So your snacks can consist of a protein and a carb, or you can do a little bit of a fat. So something would be like a tuna packet and some gluten-free crackers, or some hummus and some carrots, or even some cucumber slices with a little bit of hummus on them, or even to a banana with a little bit of almond butter. So make your choice in terms of what your snacks want to be for the day, and now you've got that good plan in place. So you should at this point have your tasks done, your food accomplished in terms of what it is you're going to do. Make sure that before you leave the house this morning that you have planned breakfast, lunch, dinner, and all your snacks for the day, because if you don't, you're going to be doomed for the day. So we're about complete with our morning flow. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. My name is Dr. Erica Steele. I'm a board certified naturopathic doctor. I hold 7 degrees in my field, all in the natural healthcare space. I like to say that I went to school so you don't have to. Thank you for the follow, Lori. I also wanted to tell you that the Maha report has just come out. I actually think I'm going to do a live later today to kind of go over this, MAHA report, and that's from the government. So our public health gurus, if you will, of RFK Jr. and all the unqualified people. So I'm going to do a live later on today. I don't know quite what time, but I'm going to do a live today to kind of dissect and go over all of that information for you so you can be well informed and you can really know what you need to do for yourself. A lot of it is just a whole bunch of smoke and mirrors. Hey, Hansley. So a lot of it is just a whole bunch of smoke and mirrors. So I do want to make sure that you are informed with that. Also, too, tomorrow at 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, I teach kind of an open house to Intro to Holistic Medicine 1 and 2. If you're interested in completing either one of those courses, definitely tune in as I answer your questions and go over kind of the curriculum and the syllabus of both of those courses. So that's 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Go ahead and hit the bell on whatever platform you're on, whatever alert system that you have. Hey, Tori, to be able to alert you to when I go live so that you are aware. So we've got that kind of coming down the pipeline. Our Intro to Holistic Medicine 2 class begins next week, and we start on Wednesday. And then I'll also be teaching Jumpstart to Healthy Eating, which we begin on next Thursday. If you're interested in any of my classes, go ahead and click the link in my bio, scroll down, and there is 2 enrollment forms. The first one is if you want to enroll in any class that I have. The second one is if you want to enroll specifically in Intro to Holistic Medicine. And then the third one is for to join any of our communities. We have 3 communities. Thank you for the heart me. We have Holistic Lifestyle, which really is more focused on if you want to heal yourself and your family. Then we have Holistic Health Coaching Core. Thank you, Lori, which is if you aspire to be a holistic health coach and you want to train with me, that intention. And then lastly, Pure Black, which is our Afro-Indigenous, which goes into a little bit more about, our self-healing of intergenerational trauma. Thank you so much. Yes, absolutely. So wonderful. Well, I am your one-stop shop for all things holistic medicine. And so definitely tune in. What is Asteroid from Hicks say? Tune in, tap in, turn on kind of thing. Thank you guys for joining me so much for Morning Flow. I am going to disconnect now. So bye, Facebook, LinkedIn, IG, and YouTube. See you guys all later. Have an amazing